Coming up on the WAC podcast, big news released earlier this summer of a new partnership between our conference and the Atlantic Sun. Plus, it was a big week for some former WAC baseball players named to MLB's All-Star teams. Plus, we name our Joe Kearney and Stan Bate Award winners. We'll tell you who those winners are and much more coming up next. Hello, everyone, and welcome into the WAC podcast. I'm your host, Kendra Sheehan, and it has been a crazy and fun summer here at the WAC office. Earlier in June, we announced that starting July 2026, the Western Athletic Conference will rebrand as the United Athletic Conference and will form a strategic partnership with the Atlantic Sun Conference. So WAC Commissioner Rebecca Ray and ASUN Commissioner Jeff Bacon broke down what this means for the two conferences moving forward, because it will remain two separate conferences, but there will be a lot of crossover. So we have released 2 parts to our 3-part video series, which helps break down how this idea came to fruition and some of those benefits of this partnership. You can catch those videos on our YouTube channel as well as all of our WAC Sport socials. And we'll be releasing that 3rd part tomorrow. That's Friday around 1 p.m. Central Time. So we're super excited for what this means for our 2 conferences moving forward. And you can also check out our website too that has a better breakdown of what this all means. Now, moving on to baseball, because it's almost the MLB All-Star break and the WAC will be well represented. So we have 3 former WAC players that have been named to the All-Star team, and we'll start with Tarek Skubal. The former Seattle U Redhawk pitcher has just been a menace for the Detroit Tigers on the mound, so he was selected for the American League pitching staff. We also did a nice feature on him. You can check out on our YouTube channel a little bit about his background, because it's amazing. He had one Division I offer coming out of high school. That was to Seattle University. He went through 2 Tommy John surgeries while he was there. He overcame all of that, made it to the big leagues, and has just excelled. So that's a cool feature if you want to check it out. We can't wait to see what he continues to do. We also have Jacob Wilson, the former Grand Canyon shortstop. He was the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year, a 3-time All-Conference first-team honoree, and he has just been killing it in the big leagues. He's risen really quickly with the A's organization, and he was named a starter at shortstop for this year's All-Star game. So we'll see how that fares out. I know he's been dealing with some injuries currently, but we're hoping the best for him, as he's just had an incredible career so far early on in the pros. And then lastly, this name, of course, should be familiar to all of you. It's Aaron Judge, our 2011 WAC Freshman of the Year. He's a 2-time All-Conference first-team honoree. He's been voted as an American League outfield starter, currently plays for the New York Yankees. So he continues to make WAC baseball very proud. That All-Star game is scheduled for Tuesday, July 15th, for those of you who want to tune in. In other news, we had a new coaching hire this summer. Southern Utah has hired a new head volleyball coach in Danielle Jensen. She joins the Thunderbirds after spending the last 10 years at Utah State University Eastern, where she turned that program into a perennial powerhouse at the JUCO level. Cannot wait to see what she accomplishes with the Thunderbirds this season. Now, in other news, at the end of every academic calendar year, we announce 2 different awards. First is the Joe Kearney Award and the Stan Bates Award. We'll actually start with the Stan Bates Award. So this is in honor of former WAC Commissioner Stan Bates, and it's given to 1 male and 1 female student athlete who have demonstrated excellence in academic achievement, athletic accomplishment, and exceptional character and community engagement. And with this award, it comes a $10,000 postgraduate scholarship to its winners. So, on the men's side, it went to Brady Shadrick from UT Arlington's track and field team. Shadrick graduated with a 3.88 GPA in clinical and applied psychology. He claimed 4 first-team all-conference citation in multiple events. That wasn't all. He did incredible with his athletic career. And he's been involved with the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, as well as heavily involved in the community as well. We have a more detailed breakdown of all of his accomplishments. You can read that on our website at WAC Sports. He's been a fantastic representation of everything we want in a WAC student athlete. On the women's side, the award goes to Emily Isaacson Chamberlain. She's a graduate of Utah Tech with a degree in recreation and sport management. She was a 3-year starter for the Trailblazers women's basketball program. She left the school as the all-time leader in three-point field percentage. She was involved in SAC and then also had some involvement in various NCAA leadership seminars as well. Her accomplishments are so impressive, and you can read also more about her and everything that she's been able to accomplish on our website, WAC Sports. Lastly, it's our Joe Kearney Award winners. So the Joe Kearney Award is also in honor of former WAC Commissioner Joe Kearney, and this award goes to the best male and female student athlete in our league as voted on by the institutions. So on the women's side, it's UT Arlington's Brianna Ford. Brianna Ford played for the Mavericks on their volleyball team. She spent her entire career at UT Arlington. She helped lead them to a WAC tournament title, a perfect 16-0 in conference play, and an NCAA tournament appearance. She led our league in kills, and she got the final points that clinched that WAC tournament title. I did catch up with Ford before she heads off to play professional volleyball in Germany, but you'll have to wait a little bit longer for that interview. That will be coming in the coming weeks on the podcast. So be sure to keep a lookout for that. We cannot wait to also follow her journey as she heads to Germany, or follow her journey as she heads to Germany to play professional volleyball. On the men's side, the winner is Utah Valley's Gabe Remy. Gabe was a fantastic track and field athlete for the Wolverines. He won the 100-meter and the 200-meter dash in our WAC Outdoor Track and Field Championships. He also competed in the NCAA Championships in Oregon this past June. Good news is I did get a chance to catch up with Gabe Remy, and we will hear his interview next on the podcast, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the WAC Podcast. I'm Kendra Sheehan. Today's special guest is Gabe Remy from Utah Valley, track and field superstar, and he's also the Joe Kearney Award winner for this year. That goes to the top male and female athlete in the conference, voted on by institutions. Joe Kearney was a former commissioner, so we honor him with this award. And Gabe, what were your initial reactions when you found out you were winning this award from the past year?
Honestly, I was surprised. I didn't really know about this reward until recently, but it definitely surprised me.
Well, you look at what you were able to accomplish this year. I mean, you had 5 conference championship event victories throughout the indoor and the outdoor track and field championship. Most recently, you went to the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships in Eugene, Oregon. So we'll start there because I imagine that had to be a highlight of your career. Take me through that experience this past June.
So last year, actually, we missed going to nationals by one spot. So doing this, so getting to nationals this year, it meant a lot to me and my teammates, especially because it sucks because we missed finals by one spot, but we still made it to nationals, second team All-American. So it's definitely something to be proud of.
And of course, I mean, you were able to make it individually, but having a team there with you and being a part of a relay team, what was that to just experience with your other teammates and those guys that you had worked so hard from last year and you guys finally made it this year?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It's like being there alone wouldn't have been as fun as being with my teammates, especially. They honestly made the trip way more special than it was. But yeah, man, I love them, man. Those my dogs.
What was, if you had to, pinpoint a specific memory from those championships, whether it was an interaction with, your teammates or another competitor, what stands out to you when you think of that experience?
I think it was the most memorable was just getting Utah Valley like on the map. No one really knows who Utah Valley is. Like they see us and they're like Utah Valley, like and it's just putting Utah Valley on the map was just there's a lot of big teams who just hopefully they remember who we are. So yeah, that was a big one.
I mean, the men's team came a long way. I mean, this past year in the outdoor track and field championships for the WAC, they were able to win the team title. Your women also won the team title, so it was a total sweep. Take me through, this journey that you've been on this year that, everyone worked so hard to be able to hoist up that team trophy at the end of it.
I think everyone bought in, man. Everyone wanted to win. You know what I mean? Last year, the girls, I think the girls won last year outdoor, but um yeah, the men seeing GCU win all these years and stuff, it just clicked. Like we're just sick of losing, man. So like everyone bought in, we worked super hard and we came out with a W, you know what I mean?
You look at the events, I mean, you're obviously a sprinter. You specialize. You won the 60-meter dash at the WAC Indoor Track and Field Championships. You won the 100 and the 200-meter dash at the Outdoor Track and Field Championships, not to mention that 4x100 team as well. But take me through what goes on in your mind when you're approaching those blocks right before the gun goes off and you're about to sprint and take home a title.
Honestly, man, the only thing that goes through my mind is like I have nerves. Everyone gets nerves. Everyone gets nerves, but it's just I gotta win. I gotta do it. Like my coach told me, like nobody can beat you, especially going into prelims. After that late, very very delayed first day. But uh, yeah, going in like my mindset always like you're the best. You're the best. Like you can beat anybody you step on the line with. So like that's the goal. So I guess going in with a mindset, manifesting it is I'm big on that. If you see it, you can see it, it's gonna come true. So that's something that's big for me.
What initially got you into track and field and running in general, where you decided, hey, I want to specialize in the sprinting events?
This is a long story. Football, man. I feel like everyone starts off with football. My football coach was also our track coach. And at first I was thinking like, dude, who wants to run for fun? That doesn't sound fun. They're just telling me like the workouts they did. I was like, dude, I can barely do the football conditioning. But I think the first time I stepped on the track, I ran like I didn't run like crazy fast. I ran like 11:2, which is like the fastest on my team. So I was like, might as well keep doing it, man. And if football doesn't work out, then track is the way to go.
And so then I take it football didn't work out and then track was the direction.
Yeah, so my senior year, I actually had torn my ACL playing football, so it ended my football career. So I had to focus on track, and I actually had a breakout year, so everything worked out.
So now you do run for fun.
I do, but it ain't fun.
At least you don't have to run. My sister was competing for Auburn in track and field. She was in cross country. She was a distance event runner. So
Okay.
I don't know
See,
how
I
she
can't do
does. She would just get up and go for 20 mile rather runs. And I'm like, okay.
it.
But anyway, going back to your story. So you're from Utah initially, and so take me through the recruitment process, how you landed at Utah Valley, and no doubt you have helped put Utah Valley on the map, like you had mentioned.
Yeah, going into like my senior year of high school, I wasn't really thinking about college in general. But I guess the first coach that actually like Jenny like reached out to me, like came and talked to me after the state meet. I was having a rough meet, but he came up and talked to me. Was Coach Smith, and he told me that I could be you know, had potential and stuff, and he gave me the money. So that's how it all started, man.
And ever since then, I mean, Utah Valley, I've been there a couple times. It's a beautiful campus. It's got a great backdrop that you run, with the track and everything in the background. So when you
Yeah.
stepped on campus, what was your kind of initial thoughts of it?
It was dope, man. I love the track. I love the it has like a cross over like the highway and stuff. It's nice. It's definitely nice. And then you got the mountains on the left. So it was like it's beautiful, man. I love Utah, man.
Has your family gotten to a chance to see you run in person, or were they able to, be familiar faces in the crowd in Oregon?
Well, they didn't go out to Oregon because a lot of them work, but they went to a lot of my meets down in Utah and like Provo and like Salt Lake City. But yeah, they come out when they show out, I show out. So you know what I mean. But they're always watching me on ESPN Plus. So
Do
so
you
yeah,
have any siblings, or are you the only one in your family?
I
Or are you
have I
a
have
runner?
5 other siblings. So like finding a spot that was quiet for me right now, it was kind of hard. So I could
Are you back home right now?
I am back home.
Ah, okay. Are any of them athletes as well, or aspiring to be athletes?
My little brother, he plays football. He's a newbie at it, so he's not. He's getting there. He's getting there. And my older brother, he used to play football as well. So and my older sister, she played volleyball and basketball.
So athletic family. And you look at, this summer, obviously it's a time for training, also taking a break. But what does your summer look like as you look to, continue next year and have more success?
I guess putting more time in the weight room is big for me because you got to get that. I got to get my squat up. My coach always says I got to get my chest bigger. I don't know why, but he always says that. But also, I do. I coach track kids at Harriman, so like I help coach little kids like in middle school to uh pre-K, so elementary and stuff. So that's fun too. So it keeps me in shape and they keep me entertained basically.
I imagine that that's got to be a ton of fun, very rewarding, and
Yeah.
just, getting to share your experience with them. And I'm sure that they look up to you as exactly what they want to be as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Gabe, it has been an absolute pleasure. Once again, congratulations on winning our Joe Kearney Award this year. We can't wait to see what you do in the future after just a tremendous 24-25 campaign.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For more information on our Joe Kearney Award recipients, you can go to our website, waxsports.com. We'll see you next week.